8:06 in the immortal words of Kanye West. We want prenup. Well, they didn't have a prenup. A prenup is something that you need to have because when she leaves, well, she's going to leave with half. A lesson Bruce Jenner and Kris Jenner could learn the hard way. The couple splitting after 22 years of marriage. So just how much and how might the divorce between them play out? Here with a little bit more insight on this and other high-profile divorces and splits is divorce attorney Bari Weinberger and In Touch Weekly senior editor Kim Serafin. So nice to have you guys here. I guess, was anybody surprised about this?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there had been months and months of speculation. Of course, if you watched the show,
you really saw it play out.
Yeah, and then, of course, In Touch actually had an exclusive interview with Chris's sister who had confirmed that they were separated. I mean, people knew this, I think. Again, if you watched the show, you saw the tension between them. Yeah. And then, of course, we knew about Bruce's Malibu beach house, that he was living there. It was kind of played off as like, oh, this is his man cave.
Yeah.
Right, this is his man cave. But clearly more than that.
I think Kris Jenner knows how to manipulate the media, and she does it so perfectly. And I mean that in the best possible way because she's really protecting herself and her family's best interest. Now, what I was surprised about is that they were able to get a $125 million fortune after all of these 22 years of marriage. So, Bari, what's at stake here? No prenup.
Well, the moral of this story is if you're living in the Truman Show, it's not good for your marriage. But here they're in California, which is a community property state. So what that means is there's going to be a 50-50 distribution of all assets that were acquired from the date of the marriage to the date of the marital cutoff date, so to speak, which essentially would be separation. But to your point, separation here is a little bit more complicated because they were living in two separate residences for a period of about a year, but they were holding themselves out to the community essentially as husband and wife even still.
So, but the separation doesn't mean a final divorce. They don't have to like separate assets and things like that. So maybe they're just kind of going to go with the flow.
Could be.
Because it's been working this way financially. Right. I mean, Kris is the money manager and she holds the bulk of the fortune, where before Bruce was the one that was actually bringing in the money.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. In fact, it is surprising because it's not a first marriage for either of them. So because of that, you would have expected they would have had a prenuptial agreement. I'm most interested to find out what's going to happen with this contract that was signed during the marriage, keeping up with the Kardashians, and will it in fact be deemed community property into perpetuity?
Right? I think it will. I think it will. But I think they're too smart that they're going to keep the money in the family. That's how it works here.
And you know, they're not even talking divorce right now. They're just talking separation right now. So I mean, divorce is not really.
She's going to get her groove on. He's going to get his groove on.
Right. They're going to continue on the show. And you know, the Kardashians, if you watch the show, everything they do, they air their dirty laundry out there. So this will play out on the show. They're going to address the rumors, I'm sure, on the show.
When I think about Hollywood, I think about divorces. When I think about divorces, I think about how expensive it is. What is the most expensive divorce that happened out there?
Most expensive, Mel Gibson, by far. Mel Gibson, a total worth of $850 million. Woo! His wife got $425 million, 50%. They did not have a prenup reportedly. Whoa. But I have to say something about this. You know, Mel Gibson, clearly people know about him and know about his temper. But this was a divorce that played out so smoothly. Amicably. In fact, his wife, even his ex-wife, came and defended him.
Well, they have so many kids together. Let's have a moment with that. Isn't that the best way to handle it? I mean, if she has that many kids with you and you've been married for that many years, that's the way it should go down. One of the most contentious ones definitely has to be Tiger Woods, right?
Oh, absolutely. Tiger Woods. And the interesting part about that is he renegotiated the prenuptial agreement after the fact, giving her an additional payment to buy essentially a non-disclosure agreement, essentially a premium payment for her silence.
All right, and we all remember Paul McCartney and what happened with Heather Mills. That was a nasty, nasty one, and there's so many other ones.
Many.
Madonna, Guy Ritchie. Should we go on?
Absolutely.
Do you even get married in Hollywood? Even the people that are
reality show divorces also are a big thing too. I mean, how many reality show marriages have failed? Whether it's Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, Hulk Hogan. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Maybe we needed a reality TV show for divorce.
Yes,
bring in the camera crews.
Let's have a kumbaya moment. Let's all pray for them. Let's all pray for them. Well, thank you so much for coming here. Great perspective. Divorce attorney Bari Weinberger and In Touch Weekly senior editor Kim Serafin. For more information on this, In Touch Weekly is on newsstands right now. It is 8:11. Corey.